Hello again and welcome back to the third episode of the City Times Square project here. I'm back in the city, back on the main building in front of the Times Square street, just continuing detailing the billboards. I tried to just put on some letters on the billboard, which worked out well, not so good, that I decided to stop after building the SA. You can guess it was like for mobile phone and TV brand, but I just thought maybe I didn't continue there because it was kind of annoying putting all the lamps together for the letter, and it worked out well, but just for the time. I mean, imagine this is like 10 times the speed than reality, and really was like kind of annoying putting all the lamps together. So I stopped there and went on with all the other ones. You can see there like kind of a film poster, the other one more like technique stuff, and also going on for some billboard there. Yeah, and because I was a little bit bored by this, I just went on with the next building. This building here was really a game changer for me, somehow building in Planet Coaster, because this was I saw it in many other videos that people were like about copying all the parts together for one building, and it really was an idea for me to try the same, because until this point I only copied the bigger parts from the Space Mountain, but I didn't do it here too often in the city because I wanted to have it like, yeah, an individual look for everything. And this was really the first time I just tried to build one level of the building, and then afterwards copy the whole level and put it together like the whole building, so that it looks on every level the same, but in the end gives a real building, which really is a great way to build faster. But for my taste, you really lose a little bit of detail. So because it is not individual. You see here, I took the one and deleted the half of it because it was much more easy to copy it rather than building the whole thing around. And yeah, so really important about it is that you assemble them really on spot, because if you just have some rotation in it, or a little bit like to the right, to the left, you won't notice it. Yeah, kind of weird speaking today. Yeah, you won't notice any difference between two levels, but in the end, putting together 5, 6, 7, or 8 levels, you will notice that there is kind of a tilt in it, or it is kind of tilt, which really isn't that nice. So be careful putting all the parts together, so that it really is on spot. But I think with the controls we have in Planet Coaster, it is kind of easy to put them together really on spot, really millimeter, exactly like millimeter to millimeter. Yeah. Here now I was about to build something on the rooftop, and really I just messed around with some parts, and I took these cannons here. It wasn't like an idea I had before, but it was like just try to use them as iron supports in the first approach. Later on I noticed, well, they could be kind of nice, like really working chimneys. So what I did is I took these chimney parts and put them really up on the cannon, so that you can't see the cannon any longer, and it really works good. Only the sound should be muted, to be honest, because you're standing in the city and hearing all the cannon shots, which is kind of weird. But yeah, for the moment it was kind of an idea to leave. So yeah, here again some new billboards. Again, I changed the style a little bit. I changed the supports in the background. I took walls instead of these signs to make the billboard, because I thought maybe it would be nice to have a little bit diversity in the stuff, because I could have went on with just copying the first billboard and changing just the look of it, but this isn't really about how billboards look in reality. They are all so different sizes, different ratios, and so on. So yeah, I was like building time by time some new ones. Yeah, and here really is something else which I'm really happy about, because I noticed at this point there was like an Italian restaurant on the corner, which really was a nice thing, and I wanted to rebuild like the curtains in front of it, so you can see there is an Italian restaurant, something like this. Unfortunately, there isn't something green in the game yet, so I just figured out how it could look like. Italian. It didn't work out because there's no green, so I left it just red and white, which is also kind of cool because it's afterwards it looks really like a restaurant or something else. Yeah. Again, as I said in the first episode, it's important to have a trigger for people to come here, and so I put in again another shop, which I tried to build in really accurately, so that you can't see it from the outside, and when you're inside as a peep, you won't notice that it's just facade around it, so you get the impression that it is real a big house and you're going into it and everything is detailed, everything is themed. Nothing is like just a building. It's really like how it should look, like a real building would look in New York City. So yeah, here I went on just detailing a little bit the interior of the shop, putting on some roofs so that the peeps can't look upwards into the open building, and then yeah, I went on with the billboards again. So here I changed the color of one billboard because after looking again on the billboard, I was kind of and bored again by just having these beige ones. So yeah, I wanted to have one white here, and yeah, just went on by designing some billboards here. Um, Really, the whole thing designing these billboards was about trying around with all these sign stuff. I hope for the future of Planet Coaster we will have the possibility to make individual like text on it or individual graphics. Maybe we can upload some JPEGs inside the game with kind of real photos we took or something else like this. This could be really nice stuff, and I guess we already had it in. I don't know if it was Roller Coaster 3 or already 2, I don't know, but there you could also put in your own images on the billboards, which is kind of cool thing. And I hope we will have this in future time in Planet Coaster as well. I'm pretty sure that we will have, because the game as it is at the moment is already amazing, and all the concepts you can see in the online on the online sites where people do discuss about Planet Coaster and do speak about it, you will notice that there are so many great ideas from the developers, and really, yeah, the hashtag We Trust in Frontier is kind of really a good and really a true thing, and I really hope that they don't stop being so detailed and so precious about all the stuff they do, and I really enjoy playing this game as it is now already, and I'm looking forward to the Alpha 2 with the terrain editor, and yeah, really hope that it is kind of the cool stuff we will see there. I'm just talking about so many topics because it's not that exciting in the background. As you can see, I'm just building some more facades of the bigger buildings, which are not too just like complicated. They are just looking like yeah, bigger buildings or skyscrapers should look like. But as you might have seen there, I just figured out how to build a ladder just by covering up the other parts from these iron fences. Here again, a little problem because we don't have something triangular for roof parts, so I just decided to do it again with my beloved stone bars. Yeah, basically here we have some rooftop buildings, or like stairs where you can walk outside on the rooftop. I was, while building this, I dreamed of being on a skyscraper on the rooftop in New York, which really is kind of a big dream I have. We do have in Germany like Frankfurt where you have like a little skyline to be on top of the roofs. It's kind of really cool stuff, but it's not like um, you would imagine in New York is. Yeah, so this was again the next building, and here I'm continuing to just move on with the layout for the whole part of the Times Square. And this here, as you can see, is the foundation for the last building for the current part. Later on, I will be adding again one building to the back part because I decided to go with a coaster. At this stage here, I didn't want to build a coaster at all, so I thought this was the last building for the Times Square, but in the end I decided, yeah, this is a game about coasters, so maybe just put a coaster in, and I did in the end. So this isn't actually the last building, it's just like at this stage it was the last building, I thought. Yeah, here I kind of tried to make a rounded up front, but again, not just rounded up in 1 square meter, but in like having another rounded shape, which isn't like on one small part, which is preset. I wanted to have it something individual, and I build it like this. Again, taking here these iron supports to make it look like there are really some supports on the sides of the building, and to let it look like they are really detailed and like in the real world. Yeah, this building here is again a new one that should have a new look, and as I said in the last episode, by giving it a new look, I don't want to change the overall style of the city part, but this one here was really one building I really was looking forward to, because I saw it in New York. It was one, I think, the tower with a clock on it, which has really this historic style to it, which I really do like, and I just loved to build it again. Again is not the right one, because it was the first time I built these just like historic buildings, which I continued then with the Big Ben, which you can also see on the channel, the teaser already, and the speed build will follow also. But this time we are at Times Square, and we are done for this episode, guys. So hope you enjoyed it again, and you will still be following the Times Square speed build and the time-lapse videos. There are, I guess, about 3 or 4 to come. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed your day, or you do enjoy your day, regarding which time you have. So see you the next time, hear you the next time. Bye.